So you want to know how to get started with government contracting even if you are broke, young, and jobless. Well, this video is for you. Before you do anything, subscribe to the channel and cue the intro. And let's get to the reason why you are here. Okay, so you want to know how to start government contracting if you are broke, jobless, and young, right? Okay, perfect. So essentially, I was broke, I was semi-jobless, and I was young when I started, and I'm doing pretty good so far, right? So you can definitely do it, okay? And remember this, never say that you were broke. It starts in your mindset, okay? Believe in abundance. If you believe in abundance, you will naturally attract abundance, okay? So no more talk about you being broke, okay? Jobless and young, that's fine. But broke, don't talk about being broke. Okay? You are not broke. You're rich. You are a billionaire waiting to cash the check. That's it. You are a billionaire waiting to cash the check. Just got to do the work to cash it. Okay? So, how do you get started, right? Well, first thing is, can you just afford a business at least? Okay? If you can afford an LLC, okay? Create an LLC, create an actual business, a legal entity, right? Once you create a legal entity, you now have to drive revenue for that business. Then you go find contracts and start bidding on government contracts. Now remember this, to do government contracts, it is free to do, okay? So as long as you have a business, you have an EIN number, you can now start bidding on government contracts. After you're registered, okay, so step one, at least have a business. Now, let's say you don't have a business, right? You are literally broke down to the jaw. You know nothing, right? You don't have any kind of money, you don't have anything, right? And you want to start winning government contracts. I would learn how to do government contracts. I would watch every single video on YouTube about government contracting. Take notes, okay? Now, you learn how to do government contracting, right? Now, what do? You go find a company and help the company win a government contract, right? Yes. So you're not going to do anything for your company because you're broke. Obviously, you don't have a company, right? But you can help somebody else win the contract as a consultant. You help the company win a government contract and they pay you for your services. Now you take the money, you can start your own company. Now you're starting your own government contract, right? So if you are young, broke, and jobless, find a company that's already established, right? And help them win a government contract. If anything, you can call them and say, hey, look, let me help you win government contracts. I charge you $1,200 a month, right? You get 10 clients paying $200 a month, right? What's that? Well, that's $15,000. You just made $15,000 that month, and your job is to not help them. Then you take what you learned on YouTube and go help them win government contracts, right? And when you win them a government contract, they pay you for your services because they're going to pay you a percentage of the contract, right? And a monthly stipend to make sure they're accountable. I always recommend making them pay you on a monthly basis because you don't want to be working and then they're not holding up their end of the deal. Because if they don't hold up their end of the deal, what happens? You already exerted energy, and now you're not getting paid for it. So at the bare minimum, pay me a monthly fee so I know that you're serious, not going to waste my time, right? Now, everything else is going to be on the commission base. Once I win you a contract, that's my actual payday, right? The monthly is just to hold you accountable. So now, you go find a company that needs help. You now help them with government contracting. Next step is now find contracts. Start finding contracts at your local, your city municipality, right? Your state, right? Even some federal contracts. Now, for federal contracts, they're going to be required to have some kind of experience and some kind of past performance, right? That's why if you find an established company, you can now leverage their establishedness to go in federal contracts. But assuming you have none of that, right? I would essentially go to my state website and try to find opportunities at the state and local level, because with that one, you can somewhat finesse, right? Finesse the contract because they're not so rigorous on they're not so rigorous on the past performance thing or like having to actually verify all these different things, right? You can kind of slide under the radar and kind of like finesse it, right? For instance, my first government contract was a state contract. All I did was I wanted to win a government contract. I was, a millionaire waiting to happen. I'm not broke. I'm a millionaire waiting to get rich, right? I was young and jobless. So what did I do? I created an LLC. I could afford that. I got an LLC. I went to my state website, started looking for contracts. While looking, I found a carpet removal contract. I can definitely pull some carpet. So I went to the pre-bid meeting and I submitted the bid. I actually underbid the contract, but I won the contract, did the job, and ta-da! First government contract. Now I use that to win more and more and more and more and more. And fast forward, here we are today. I'm showing you exactly what I did, right? So right now, if you're broke, jobless, and young, you want to win government contracts, there's two avenues that you can do. First thing is you can help an established company go win government contracts and they pay you for you helping them, right? You can just now scale that by having more clients that you're helping, right? That's one avenue. The second avenue is you at a bare minimum create an LLC, then go out there and start finding the low-hanging fruit, which is your local and your state opportunities where you can somewhat like put together the contract, right? Now remember, you have to be solution oriented to do this, okay? You gotta be going to mindset, hey, I gotta solve this problem. No matter like what happens, if I win this contract, I will solve this particular problem. Because if you win the contract, it is your responsibility to. And that's why when I first started, I did not want to bid things that were too out of reach, right? I want things like, hey, you know, Desmond, if all else fails, guess what? I can go solve this problem. I can go pull this damn carpet off, right? I can do this pressure washing. I can mow this damn lawn, right? Things like that. So I bid those guys. Now, one of those contracts, and that's what led me to go win bigger contracts. Because now, I have some past performance, I have some cash flow. Now I know how to actually win these contracts. Let me now find established businesses and leverage their resources to help them win, right? That's why I created a university to essentially attract people into my ecosystem. I can now decide, hey, I like you, I like you, I like you. Let me help you win contracts. Now let's go. You see what I'm saying? So rather than me having to go outbound and find clients, I made myself a magnet to attract clients to me. Now I decide who do I want to work with. Now I go work with you at a higher level to help you win, right? So right now, if you are broke, young, and jobless, step one, learn everything about government contracting. Step two, create an LLC. When you create your LLC, make it a general name so you're not stuck in one industry, right? Make it general so that you can actually now be a consultant and help other businesses while also pursuing your own contracts. 2 for 1, right? So step one, learn about government contracting. Step two, create a general business name, right? It's like $150, at most $200, but you need an LLC. You got to protect yourself. Get an LLC, right? So step one, learn about government contracting. Step two, create a company. Step three, find a client, right? Now, step 2 and 3, you can swap those if you want. You can find a client first to pay for your, your LLC, or just create an LLC and then find the client. But you find the client, right? You help the client win. They pay you for your services, and while you're helping them win, you help yourself win also by finding opportunities that you can do. In the process of doing both those things, you will get momentum either way. At a worst case scenario, the client will pay you a monthly fee for helping them because they don't know what they're doing either, and you know what you're doing. Okay, so you just first step one is just learn how to do government contracts. Once you learn how to win government contracts, trust me, people will find you to help them because people don't know how to do this. Since you're young, you have a lot of free time. Use that free time to educate yourself and watch every single YouTube video on YouTube about government contracting and take notes. Okay, take notes and know everything. I want you to know everything about government contracting at the back of your hand, right? Then find a client that knows nothing about it and wants to win, and then help them. They pay you $500 a month. When I first started this, man, I was charging $500 a month. Actually, no, it was one-time fee of $500, and the rest was like percentage. Man, I was charging too cheap, right? Now I charge a lot more because I'm a lot better. You see what I'm saying? So just gotta start, okay? Right now, all you need to do is just start. At a bare minimum, get an LLC and go out there and start bidding government contracts. Now, there's 3 ways to make money with government contracts, right? First way is you're a contractor. As a contractor, you're providing the services directly to the government, right? That's the first way. The second way is to be a consultant. As a consultant, you help other businesses win government contracts. And the third way is to be a reseller, where you're reselling different products to the government, right? Now, all 3 of those are great to do, but you need a company to do that, okay? But most importantly, you need to know how to win government contracts. So, know how to win government contracts, create a company, and do all 3 ways to make money. Be a contractor, find contracts that you can do yourself. That's 1. Be a consultant, help somebody else sell their services. And 3, be a reseller, resell different products to the government. If you simply implement those 3 things into your business, you'll win some government contracts, okay? Hope this made sense. Hope this was valuable to you. If it wasn't, put it in the comments, let me know. But most importantly, if you want to win government contracts, learn how to do it and find another company to help them win, because they have the resources, the past performance, the money, the bonding, the insurances, everything that they need to do business. You can now piggyback off their established resources, help them win, and then they pay you a commission for helping them, okay? Hope this was kind of valuable for you. I kind of just freeballed it on the top of my head, so let me know how I did. But overall, you got this. Go out there and make it happen. Okay, I'm only 25 at the time of making this video. 25, and I've won over $3.5 million in government contracts. If I can do it, so can you. So go out there and make it happen, and let me know your progress. Reach out also. I'm here to help. Reach out and yeah, let's go. Thank you.